All right, Shalom. This is Brothers
Shalom.
at GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson as we always do. I'm going to start off by giving anything honors and prayers to Yahweh Shalom
Yahweh
Shalom.
Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. All right. In this lesson here, we're going to try to, get into, in particular, Russia. All right. And their missiles, which in the Bible is known as arrows. And these arrows were really the description of what the different men of the Lord was prophesying about, and the only closest thing that they can give a description of a missile today would have been the arrow. So Lord will, this lesson is edifying. We're gonna get into some scriptures and show a particular website, kind of good for researching these different nations' missiles, past and present. All right, they have a ton of information on there, pictures and stuff like that. I don't know if brothers ever seen it before, but we'll put it on the screen in a minute. All right. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now. And let me see. Add, add it on here. All right. This is missile threat. I think it's missile threat.csis.org. You type in missiles. All right. And like I said, we wanted to kind of get some understanding on this missiles in general, mainly Russia missiles. All right, as you can see on the screen. All right, and these just a little bit of the arsenal that Russia has, man. All right, and start off with Isaiah 50, 54 and 16. You
Khan.
know,
This is Isaiah 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire,
hmm
and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
yeah, and we always go into this. All right, those modern day Smiths are the scientists. All right, that the Lord bestowed the information and knowledge on how to ultimately create a missile in its perfection. All right, how to split an atom to bring forth this devastating instrument. All right, this instrument of war. All right, the weapon of all weapons, man. All right, and this weapon in particular is going to be used. All right, solely to do what? Destroy. All right, nations, destroy kingdoms, and like your boys say, Oppenheimer, destroy worlds, man. All right, and this world, as we know it, this age, this kingdom is going out. All right, it's going out in a blaze. All right, this place, as you know it, doesn't have that long. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, kind of zoomed in a little bit. All right, yeah, this this place as we know it, Babylon the Great, aka America, is on its way out. All right, and you're looking at some of the different missiles that's going to take this place out. All right, now, and this is just a list of things. All right, and we always be on a block, going into certain missiles that we know in particular by heart. Let me see something. Okay, something that we know in particular by heart, man. Like case in point, you got this is the latest and greatest right here. Right, this is their new hypersonic missile that they possess. All right, this is blowing everybody else out the water. All right, all right, but I want to go back. We talk about what is that? Okay, this missile, the sickle. We talk about Satan. And I think it's like Satan 1, Satan 2, and they got a new missile, Satan 3. All right, but read that again. I created the smith that blow the coals in the fire.
Khan. This is Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument for his work.
Yeah.
And
Good.
and I have created the waster to destroy. And I got a
Yeah.
precept to back that up.
Yeah. And these missiles are going to destroy. All right. And the men and brother right before this lesson, we was going into we just get into certain particulars of the missile. These things, these missiles on detonation within the nucleus of the detonation, these missiles can get up to 200 million degrees Fahrenheit, man. All right, and we see why, and we're gonna get it. The Peters, Zechariah 14. All right, we see why the different men of the Lord prophesied. Peter prophesied elements melting with fervent heat. All right, we see why in Zechariah said that the flesh of people are going to consume while they're standing, man. And we're gonna get it, and we see why 200 million degrees Fahrenheit. That's beyond your wildest dreams, man. That's hotter than we think the oven is hot at 300, 500 degrees Fahrenheit. We talking about over 200 million degrees Fahrenheit, man. That's enough to bake ass 1,000,000,000 times over, man. All right.
Make you crispy.
Yeah. And just totally vaporize you, man. And a lot of you gonna taste these missiles, man. A lot of you out there, the wicked of this world, the wicked of the 2/3 of our people, you're gonna taste these missiles, right? And like we always go into, the Lord has the capabilities and the power to leave your spirit in these missiles, man. All right. Because ultimately, these missiles, the Lord gonna have these. The Lord's spirit's gonna be with these missiles, man, to do what they do. All right, they're gonna be guided. All right, GPS capabilities. They'll be guided ultimately by the angels. All right, to lay a source, lay a sore destruction on not only just America but other places around the world too. All right, case in point, the land of the small hats. All right, that place is gonna become utterly destroyed. All right, a vast fertilized land, man, after the Lord's done with it. All right. And many other parts of the world are going to be totally wiped off the map. All right. Going to become big craters in the ground, man. And no one, hey, man, and we gonna see this place, Lord will, with our eyes go out in the blaze, man. To really become that what we call it, that lake of fire. But go with your precept, out.
The first one I got is just to back up that Isaiah, where the Most High was talking about, I created the smith that bloweth the coal and the waster to destroy. As it says in Psalm 17, Esau, the wicked is the Most High's sword, and he's using Esau to, as it said, creating the waster, putting the thoughts into these scientists to make these missiles, and then putting the thoughts into these different leaders and military officers at that time when it comes time to shoot those missiles,
Right.
But this is Proverbs 16 verse 4. Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. And ultimately that day of evil is going to be their destruction, man. The Lord is going to ultimately, all right, cast his fury on them, all right, through his son. All right, because ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to get down too, man, with the angels, with the host of the holy angels. All right, they're gonna get it on with these devils, man. When I say devils, I'm talking about these different military armies. All right, these armies are gonna go to war in World War III. All right, fighting, having different skirmishes all around the planet Earth with fighter jets, tanks, Humvees, soldiers, and then ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to intervene. And the scripture tells you how they're going to be fighting, and then they're going to take it upon themselves to fight the Lord, man. All right, and they're going to lose that battle. They're going to lose that battle horribly. All right, but the main character right here, all right, let me put it back. The main character here, Russia, is going to be one of the main ones. Let me go back down here. They're going to be one of the main ones, all right, bringing forth that destruction. All right. and they're gonna use this arsenal of weapons that they have, man, to ultimately, all right, destroy this place. And let's see what and this what they got too, man. All right.
Came out 17 hours ago. Putin ramps up nuclear threats.
Yeah, that's on time. All right. And these ultimately this list here it's a host of nations that's gonna get it on, man. Pakistan, they got nuclear weapons. Israel, India, China, France, all right, Iran, North Korea, Taiwan, all right. These people hold and possess what we know as nuclear weapons. Now let's go into that Isaiah 34.
Kind. You mind if I get my second precept real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Slide.
Yeah, just to back up the other point you made about how a lot of you people out here, a lot of you wicked jakes, hey, this fire, hey, you're gonna feel it firsthand. It's being specifically reserved for you. But this is Second Peter chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 6, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. Speaking of the flood during the times of Noah, which drowned out everybody for their wickedness except Noah, his wife, Noah's sons and their wives, plus all the animals on the ark. Verse 7, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
And it's another character that's gonna get it on, man. Iran. All right. And as you see, they ain't no slouch either, man. They hold and possess nuclear capabilities, man. Them arrows, all right. These are the arrows that was told in the Bible. All right.
That might be that word. I saw it wrote fatah. Let me see.
What? Okay.
Oh, fatah means conqueror. And they got two missiles called the fatah.
Well, that was for Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when they came out,
and this one right here, the sickle, this is actually a omen because it's in the Bible, man. All right. This is a look how it looks. The Russian missile called the sickle. Okay.
It's just so much information to go into with this information, then linking it up with the scriptures. Everything just perfectly line up with each other.
Let's see, so.
And I believe the Fatah, when Iran recently came out with that missile called that, guess who they were mainly making threats to with the small hats. Just backing you up, how they're gonna get it on with the small hats. Russia gonna get it on with America. Hey, all of these missiles are gonna be used. Main target is gonna be America.
Yeah, and that's what they was created for, man. Right? Like we always go into these missiles right here that you see, they weren't made to just be wiped on and polished and spit shine, man. All right, and to carry out in different parades, just to flaunt around. All right, and they wouldn't you can't destroy them. Oh, well, you can't just turn them off and get rid of them. You have to detonate them in order to get rid of them, man. All right, and that's what's going to happen. All right, these intercontinental ballistic missiles are going to be used. All right, they're going to be actually, all right, used on different nations. And then, like I said, this one here has been in service since 1988. All right, and there ain't no such thing as no damn retirement. All right, they ain't people. Well, the Lord called them the Lord Himself did call them a people.
They're great, right? And strong.
Yeah, but you just can't. They ain't like real people that just retire and get a check and sit on their ass, man. No, they're gonna be used. All right.
Hey, they're gonna retire when they detonate.
Yeah.
Because when you retire, you're done working, and when the missiles detonate and are no more, hey, they're done working. They did their job.
Yeah, they got that work. They got that work in, man. But go ahead, Doc.
That Isaiah 34.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear. And didn't you say there's a missile too called the nations?
Yeah, I got a missile called The Nations. Let me see if I can look for it.
But it says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses. And
Yeah,
the
you go
mountain.
into it. You go into
Okay.
a little bit while I try to find this. I'm about to find it real fast.
Oh, Khan. I'm gonna get that's Zephaniah. But yeah, as it says in Isaiah 34, verse 1, come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. And Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is addressing you heathen nations out here who are going to be the ones that are going to be going at each other during World War III. To what? For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. When you go to Joel 3, this is, talking about that main battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat in the Middle East, the War of Armageddon, where these different nations are going to be going at it and, killing each other, and nukes are going to get fired, mainly to hit the land of Israel. And in the midst of that, Yahushua is going to make his second coming. And it says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. I'm going to get this Zephaniah 3 and 8 real quick. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey, and my fury against all their armies. My determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that fire is talking about that nuclear fire, as it's about to get into. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And that's talking about that. Oh,
no, I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Okay. And when it says the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, that's talking about that mushroom cloud. Because what? When the missile detonates, that plume goes up into the heavens or the sky, and then it billows into itself and looks like a scroll being rolled together.
They look like a big mushroom, man.
Mm-hmm.
I call it a mushroom cloud. Right? Yeah, but the one that is called the one that's called the Nations, I believe, is the LGM 30G Minuteman 3, right? AKA called the Nations, because see that one missile can be let off in the middle of one country and destroy that whole country with one missile. And like I said, we get into things like this because we love it, man. We love the different different details and the different things that go in depth on stuff like this, man. All right, these different war machines, these missiles, all right, the different technologies that Esau possessed, because all it is like when you was a young boy and you had those soldiers, them green soldiers that were stuck doing certain shit on the ground, and you got them, you got the little tanks and shit. Well, that's how the Most High is with the nations of people of the earth, man. He put them on his board, which is the world, and he put him up there in different provinces, and he had him go at it and fight. He's a man of war, so he's a strategist. He's a general. All right, in order to be a general and a lieutenant, one has to possess the capabilities of a strategist, man, and that's what the Most High is.
Hey,
right?
What's funny what you mentioning those toy soldiers? I'm pretty sure it was a scene in Toy Story, and I'm pretty sure kids have done this before. When you get bored playing with the little toys, they take the magnifying glass and let the sun go through there, and what do? They melt them, which is exactly what's going to happen to these troops out here. What's going to happen to a lot of these people out here? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to use that nuclear magnifying glass to melt you and beat you into powder.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this too, because the brother's gonna get into it. The main place that the Lord's gonna put on his altar for a sacrifice is gonna be aka Basra, aka America. All right, this is the land of the great sacrifice of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. The great altar. All right, and the burning is gonna happen here. All right, and you people are gonna be the fat of rams. You're gonna be the fat of goats. All right, it's gonna be you on the fryer, man. All right, and the Most High is not gonna give a damn. When we say not give a damn, he's gonna do it to you all, man. You children, you women, you men, you old people. All right, he's gonna get rid of the wicked, man. All right, the wickedness of this world. The same way ancient Sodom and Gomorrah went out is the same way this place is gonna go out, man. All right, if you believe it or not.
And if I could say real quick, what's beautiful is you said the nations was a Minuteman missile, and that's a United States missile. And what's America known for? Having many nations in it. So you got a nuclear missile called the nations, and America that's full of many different nations is going to get destroyed by nukes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 4, all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their host shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine. And
what's
as
the host? Their armies are gonna fall. They all the armies are gonna fall down like it's comparing like a leaf that falling from a fig tree, man. If you ever been around a fig tree, those leaves fall. Same thing as a magnolia tree. Those leaves fall very rapidly, man. All right, then they're all year round in some cases. The same way these armies gonna fall when those nukes are being shot off and let off in these different countries. Because not only is America gonna be destroyed, but other nations gonna go too. And guess what? Those armies, they ain't gonna be able to stand the test of those missiles. Right? When those, like it's another simulator out there called DEFCON. I forgot which number. I think it's a simulator called DEFCON, and it shows you world nations, the nations of the world fighting in a simulation of World War III. At some point, missiles get let off. But then you see the missiles fly to certain places like New York. You see over this hypothetically say 80 million dead here. 80 million, 17, 11 million dead in Spain and different places like that, man. And then showing you ultimately the destruction that those missiles can do. All right, and that's how many people are gonna die at one time. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, DEFCON 1 is when it says nuclear war is imminent, and the exercise term is called cocked pistol.
Come on, man. It's gonna be a cold red. All right. And like I said, we named this the Russian arrows or missiles because also a military term of a runaway missile is called what? A broken arrow, man. All right. And these devils loosely say biblical terms and not either they know it or they don't know it. All right. Case in point, I really didn't want to bring this out, but I'll bring it out anyway because it you can bring it out for me too. It's in the private message. It's a translation called the Message Bible, kind of like the NLT. And we go into those different different translations for edification purposes. But this one kind of intrigued me a little bit because it shows you that these devils know about the missiles, man. All right, they know about the arrows being the missiles and everything. All right, go ahead.
Okay, this is Psalm 7 and 13 in the. You said it was the NLT
or the Message, Message Bible.
This is Psalm 7. Okay. This is Psalm 7 and 13 in the Message Bible translation.
Like a message.
Message. Oh,
yeah, message.
In the Message Bible translation, Psalms 7 and 13. Nobody gets by with anything. God is already in action. Sword honed on his whetstone. Bow strung. Arrow on the string. lethal weapons in hand, each arrow a flaming missile.
Each arrow a flaming missile, man.
Con.
Showing you that these devils know, all right? You know, they do their own little translations or whatnot. All right, we touch on them for various edification purposes, but show you that these devils know about these missiles, man. They know about the arrows being the missiles. All right.
And in the
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna get the online etymology for the word arrow. And it says arrow, a noun, slender, pointed, missile weapon made to be shot from a bow, early 14th century.
And what's that bow that these modern day arrows, these missiles, what's the bow that shoots them? It's called a nuclear silo, man. All right. That nuclear silo will shoot those missiles off to the outer atmosphere. All right. To where they go out of the atmosphere, come back in, and they do their work, man. Okay, read that again.
The Psalm 7 and 13.
Yeah, because we steady honing in the point.
Okay. This is Psalm 7 and 13 in the Message Bible translation. Nobody gets by with anything. God is already in action. Sword honed on his whetstone, bow strung, arrow on the string, lethal weapons in hand, each arrow a flaming missile.
Each arrow is a flaming missile, man. All right, and these are those missiles. All right, and Joel, I believe Joel, the 2nd chapter. All right, it gives you a depiction of those missiles having flames. All right, at the tail of them. All right, and the warhead being at the front. That's where all the work, all the magic happens, as they say, in the front of the missile. All right.
You want that, Joel?
They're gonna do their work, huh?
You want that, Joel? I'm at it.
You don't gotta get it. You ain't gotta get it. You know. But you can finish out that Isaiah 34 though.
Con. This is Isaiah 34, the end of verse 4. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Yeah, it should. All right. These missiles are gonna come down on Idumea. All right, which Idumea is another Greek way of saying Edom. Edom, the Edomites, man. And guess what? These swords are all gonna come down. They're gonna be bathed. They're definitely gonna saturate the heavens. All right, with these missiles. Same thing when you watch the movie 300. And I forgot. I guess it's the Syrian nation. They would shoot off the arrows and would block out the sun, man.
Yeah, the Persians.
The Persians. My bad. Slaki. It was the Persians. They would shoot those arrows. So many of them to what? The whole sky would darken and block out the sun, man. The same thing's gonna happen in the modern term with these missiles, man. They're gonna bathe the heavens, all right, from sea to shining sea. But these missiles are gonna be shot off from all around the world, even from this whore, even from America. America gonna shoot missiles off too and destroy a lot of nations too, man. All right, that's not, we kind of always go into that. That's not, get away from that too. This whore gonna get her rocks off too, right? The different nations that's gonna come up against us. This whore gonna shoot all missiles on them. All right, and guess what? Nations will be destroyed. People will. It will be the loss of life, man. In many aspects, all right. But all of it is the Most High's plan. At the end of the day, all right. And the Most High's plan is to bring these devils down to the core, all right, to their knees, man. All right. And we're going to be put in position as the next rulers, all right, forever. Go ahead.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
On the people of my curse. All right. How Edom is the people of the Lord's curse? Because they were cursed with the mark of Cain, man. All right, and their judgment is to ultimately be destroyed, and ultimately, and to go into captivity. All right, to go into slavery for 1,000 years. All right, and they will do that. All right, that will happen.
Verse 6, the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh had the sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Yeah, he got to have a great slaughter. Get the word slaughter for me. The Lord
Con.
gonna have a great slaughter here in the land of Idumea, man. All right, the land of the Edomites. All right, this is where the great slaughter is gonna happen at. All right, many other nations are gonna be destroyed, but not like America, not like here, man. A lot of the bulk of you Edomites here in America, you're gonna perish. All right, you
Shit,
know,
all of them.
yeah,
If you
all of
ain't
them.
them, the other nations, the 2/3, if you ain't of the elect, you're not making it out of this one.
Yeah, yeah, and we don't. And like I say, you can have all the money in the world, whatever you want to call it. It ain't gonna help you, man. It's not gonna help you in that day.
But I got that word slaughter in the Strongs. It's H2077, Zebah or Zebach. And it says sacrifice, sacrifice of righteousness, sacrifice of strife, sacrifice to dead things, the covenant sacrifice, the Passover, annual sacrifice, thank offering.
That's for
And
slaughter.
Khan, you want me to get the dictionary definition for slaughter?
Nah, it's supposed to. I'm thinking it's supposed to say something else. You got the strong definition.
Oh, Salaki. I was in sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
Khan, Salakia. But
Slaughter.
this is slaughter in the Strongs is H2874, Tebach. Slaughter, slaughtering animal, slaughtering, slaughter of animals. And in the Strong's info, properly, something slaughtered, hence a beast, or meat as butchered, abstractly, butchery, or concretely, a place of slaughter.
This is gonna be the place of slaughter. This place where the Lord is gonna butcher you. All right, with these missiles, man. Ultimately, with all fashion of destruction, because before the missiles get here, it's gonna be a lot of things that go down here in America, man, on many levels. All right, plagues. You're gonna have famines, sedition amongst men. All right, you're gonna have many things that go down, man. This ain't, it's gonna be a build up of things, man. Ultimately leading to the ultimate destruction. Excuse me. You can keep going. You can go down to about 11.
God. This is Isaiah 34, verse 7. And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. Verse 9. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
Yeah, as a memorial, man. All right, and this place, this place is gonna go up as a memorial for generation and generation, man. It's gonna continue. It's gonna burn. All right, and it's true to tell you how no man is gonna dwell here in Babylon the Great. It's gonna become a vast one of the. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give it the title of being the biggest desert in the world, man. That's what it's gonna be. All right. The scripture tell you that not even the Arabian should pitch tent here, man. All right. Because this place is gonna be ultimately according to what it is, Isaiah the 13th chapter,
Mm-hmm.
to the end. You know, the Lord tell you how once America be destroyed, it's gonna become a place of doleful creatures. All right, all these different owls and birds and different
Snakes and
snakes and
scorpions.
lizards, they're gonna be here, going through all these buildings that's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna look like kind of look like I Am Legend. How you walk around in the towns of this eerie, destroyed and shit like that. That's how it's gonna be, man. Oh, what you ever seen when they say a nuclear winter? That's how it's gonna something look like that a little bit, you know. Toppled over, bust out buildings. All right, it's gonna be ultimately flattened, man. Weird.
They had a good visualization of it at the beginning of that new Dread movie. It was doing a pan over shot showing desert, and you just saw desert and just foundations of buildings left. Like you could tell there was a building there, but you just see the slab. You see it just desolate. But this is Isaiah 34, verse 10. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it
See,
forever and ever.
see, nobody's gonna pass through. All right, here in America, right? Nobody's gonna actually you know how the Edomites are. They think once okay, we'll be taken down, but we are strong. We will rebuild. Now ain't no rebuild in America. That's it. All right. Once those curtains close, this bitch here will forever be forgotten, man. It will never be established anymore. All right. Yeah, go to 11, which is one of my favorites, man.
Con. This is Isaiah 34, verse 11. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness.
Yeah, which is beautiful, man. The Lord, you know, He's giving you a taste of Isaiah the 13th chapter, right, closer to the end, talking about the owl and the raven shall possess it. Meaning these are going to be the creatures that live here, man. Owls, ravens, snakes, you know, different wild creatures. All right, but it also says, which I love, man. The Most High said He's going to spread upon America the line of confusion. Meaning, all right, we always go into this when you look at the outline of American, the map of America, you have what? You have borders, what they call them?
Uh,
Another state
Boundaries.
lines. You got state lines, all right, or boundaries. Like you know, you look at Texas. Well, when the Lord gets finished with America, with the destruction of these missiles coming from Russia, coming from China, Pakistan, you name it, you're not gonna know where Texas was. You're not gonna know where Louisiana was, man. All right, Missouri. All right, you name it, man. Tennessee. You're not gonna know these places
Washington,
up.
anything.
Washington. You're not gonna know because it's gonna look like one big, like I said, one big desert, man. All right, and that's beautiful to us, man.
Uh,
That's beautiful to us. All right,
yeah, I got
go
a
ahead.
precept to back up that statement you just made.
Go ahead.
This is back in Second Peter chapter 3. I'll start at verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and
Mhm.
the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, it says pass away with a great noise. And you know, like we know, you should know, like we know, when you watch the different tests that these devils do in the different deserts and oceans, those missiles let off a great noise, man. It's a lot of force and power and concussion behind these missiles. These missiles have a lot of kinetic energy, man. that definitely, you can read up on them. We deal with this, all right, day in and day out. These missiles are definitely blind your ass on the first detonation, miles and miles away, and definitely it'll make your ass go deaf too, man. What you ain't you're not gonna care anyway, because by the time you see the flash and the bang, it's over for you. It's over, man. It's gonna happen quick too. You're not gonna care about your hearing once these missiles go off. All right.
That's a terrifying thought. While you're getting burned up, like just burned up, you can't hear and you can't see. All you can feel is your flesh burning.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And hey, Apostle Tahar did a video about a year ago, just showing a regular guy shooting an arrow, just a regular bow and arrow, and it made a sharp whistling noise through the sky, and that's just one man and one arrow. We're talking about 200 million nuclear missiles going through the sky. If That's why it says in Joel chapter 2, it sounds like horsemen and charioteers, because when you got the horsemen on the chariots and stuff, they make that loud noise. But it says, shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
The elements, all right, and the works therein. You are part of the works that's therein, man. You people, you're gonna be burned up, all right. And like we went into, and get that Zechariah, all right, 14:12.
Got it.
All right. We went into it earlier, man. These missiles have the capabilities of getting up to temperatures of 200 million degrees Fahrenheit, man. Now we understand why they can melt elements. Because what's all around us? We're an element. We are part of an element. All right? The bricks, the different metals and aluminum and titanium, all this stuff that's around us, these are elements, but they're gonna melt, man. And they're gonna melt like butter too, with the 200 million missiles. And like I say, really, you can add it up, because multiple missiles hitting the same place. Them degrees gonna go up and up and up and up and up. These places that where we live have cars, chemicals, chemical plants, you name it, man. It's gonna be a big. It's gonna be a big. What's that damn thing called, man? It's gonna be like a big ass oven, man, with never ending heat. All right. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people, all the nations that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Ooh, Sarah Connor action, man. That's a horrible way to go. All right, but hey, somebody gotta fulfill that prophecy, man. Many people gotta fulfill that prophecy in that day. All right, and now we understand. All right, the power that's behind these are some powerful weapons, man. They can only be thought of. They can only be created ultimately, really, by the Most High, man. This is the Most High's weapons. All right, and he's gonna wage his anger with, man, upon you nations. All right.
You mind if I finish out back in that, Peters?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to back up that statement you made, how hey, we're looking forward to this, because these nukes, that's going to bring in our kingdom. Mm-hmm. Verse 11. Sing then, back in 2 Peter 3. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for...
Should you be getting your P. Diddy on?
Diddy, no Diddy?
Yeah, so, did he do it? Did he didn't? Should you be wilding out, man? Should you be, all right, seeking the Lord? trying to get on the right track with the Most High, man. Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Like I say, because many people out here, you're gonna perish by your own ignorance, man, by your own attempt to live that American dream, and then you definitely know it is a dream. All right, it's going to become a nightmare too. All right, we're doing the other route. We're seeking after the Most High. We're hoping that the Most High, all right, guide us and protect us, and ultimately save us, man, through His Son. All right. That's the manner of person we ought to be in that day, all right? Focusing on these scriptures and all right, having the mind frame of the kingdom. All right, having a what I want to say? Having a obsession, all right, with the kingdom of heaven. All right, and trying to get to it, man. By all means of righteousness. Go ahead.
The next verse says it clearly, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Hey, hastening for this thing.
Yeah. You had anything? Well, give me Jeremiah 51:11.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
And who the king of the Medes are? Ultimately, these Russians, man. All right, the Most High has put these Russians, starting with Vladimir Putin and his men. Yeah, put them in that Russian state of mind, that Soviet Union state of mind, man. That old Soviet Union state of mind, like I said.
That bear.
The bear, the Russian bear. All right. And they have done what? They have been leading the charge, all right, and definitely leading the charge and strengthening the weaker nations, ultimately to come up against America, man. Who you think been giving them the knowledge on creating missiles to Iran, to North Korea,
the materials too,
like the uranium rods. Who you think been giving those things out, man? Them damn Russians, man. Just like the actual weapon, AK-47. Who you think have made that weapon the most? That weapon alone has the most deaths of all weapons on the planet Earth. Who you think been issuing them out all around the world? Russia. All right. And really going to Ezekiel, the Lord told him to be a guard unto the nations, man. Libya, Persia. Who else? It was a few of them, man.
Yeah, Gomer, Togarmah.
Yeah, and they've been doing it according to prophecy, man. The Russian bear been doing all of that, man. And now they're on a collision course with this eagle, man. All right. This beast system called America. And they're gonna lock horns. All right. Not only gonna lock horns, other nations are gonna get in the mix. All right, even America's own allies. All right, NATO and the mother of this whore are gonna shoot missiles on this whore too, man. All right, and that's a beautiful thing. All right, because when they do that, all right, down goes Frazier. All right, and basically the uprising of our nation starts, man. The second later. All right. The kingdom of heaven is going to be ushered in. The first fruits of the kingdom of heaven are going to be the elect, all right, and the 1/3. The ultimate elect is going to taste and feel and possess the kingdom of heaven, man. That's a beautiful thing. All right, go ahead. Out.
Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
That's right.
For his device is against Babylon to destroy it.
Yeah, to destroy it, man. That's why they even say DTA. All right, them Russians are hardwired. All right, to ultimately, and they know it too. They're going to be the one of the main nations to take this place out, man. All right, they already got those damn Ukrainians on the ropes. They finna go. They can't sustain themselves, man. The next couple of months, you can't keep going to war and these people pressing you from all goddamn sides, man. All right, and but they ultimately know that they're gonna be the ones to destroy America, because it said because it's the vengeance of the Lord. The Lord's putting it on their mind to do it, man. What it says in Proverbs, I believe Proverbs 21 and
The
1.
king's heart is in the mind of the Lord to moveth it whatsoever he will.
Yeah, so he has it in mind to take vengeance on this whore, man, and ultimately burn her with fire. That's the top thing they're gonna do. Burn this whore with fire. This whore is America.
And if I could say,
Go ahead.
just to back up the point you made, that these Russians know their role in prophecy, that they sing hymns in churches talking about how they're going to shoot missiles on America. And then why would Vladimir Putin, a couple of weeks ago, just show all the Russian icons showing that the Israelites were so-called Negroes, that Yahushua was a so-called Negro? Hey, he knows who the Israelites are. They know who the Israelites are, who the Edomites are, who America is, and what their role is.
Yeah, that boy went in. He went in the vote, man. And we've been, like I said, starting with the apostles. All right, I got the book too. The Apostles of Heart calls this one book. I forget the name. He called it the Dagger. Because that book shows you, and it goes into a lot of those Russian icons all throughout Russia, Moscow. All right, all throughout Asia. It show you how those black images were so-called Negroes, man. All right. That's why we get into it on the block. When you go into, and you use these different books as a stepping stool of truth. All right, that's filtered through the Bible. And we cold-heartedly believe this. When you go into, all right, those Russian icons, when you go all into the icons of New Zealand, all right, Scandinavia, all right, all throughout Ireland, Portugal, they have images. All those chapels over there in different churches possess dark images of Negroes, man, being in different positions, starting with the churches, the really the churches that Jake ruled, the Rome, the what it is. Don't tip my tongue, man.
The Byzantine.
Yeah, through the Byzantine era, with those different churches, it show you that Jake was ruling, man. Jake was the Vikings. Jake were the Raiders, the knights that was in those different knights that was in those some castles and shit. That was Jake's, man. And they know this. They just been hiding from you for so long, man. But only now that, all right, we have caught up with truth. The truth been out there. All right, they've been knowing the truth. We just catching up to it, man. All right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
There was a clip that just came out of an Edomite saying, I just recently found out that the first Irish were black, the French, the Germans were black, even the Japanese warriors, they were, black.
Yeah, they even coming out with that now, showing, when back then, when the apostles or different brothers in the camps would say that the samurais were so-called Negroes, they're fan the hand. Now they got actual pictures, and this ain't no AI shit either, man. Coming out with actual pictures of showing you so-called Negroes, a guy look like a so-called black man in Samurai Brigade, man. He got the whole get up on, man, with his wife and kids. All right, but they've been hiding this from the world, man. All right, because they're in fear that if you can put that picture, that icon, or that book, and match it with the Bible, many people will wake up, man. That's why they tell you, in order to hide the truth, you put it in books. You put the truth in museums, man. Because niggas don't go to museums. All right? The bulk of these niggas out here don't go to the museum. Only really men of the Lord do. Men of the Lord search these books, these articles, and learn the insights, the ins and outs of things, man. We do. All right. That's why they're in fear of us, man. They're scared of us for truth's sake.
Ooh,
You know,
you
they're
mind if I?
afraid of us because of what the Lord has bestowed on the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles, man, which is a gift, it's a blessing, ultimately a miracle, man. To wake up in these times, these are some of the most spiritual, powerful times they ever been on the planet Earth. All right, the Great Awakening. All right, of the Israelites, man. All right, and you devils thought you can keep us down in the sleep, but we woke now, man. All right, and we're in telltale of telling you your end. All those things are a combination of putting you in fear. All right, because a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American ain't supposed to know all this, man. Go ahead, Out. What you
Hey, just
got?
to back up that statement you just made about how these devils know. This is Jeremiah 50, verse 43. The king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail.
That's these elite, these so-called elite bangers. That's them. These niggas got Bambi knees, man. Watching the apostles on the highways and byways from the early late 70s on to this day, man. That put them niggas knees weak, man. Seeing us out there in the same fashion of our forefathers, because which we are our foreparents. They know when the men of the Lord got on these highways and byways in these different cities, in major metropolitan areas, it struck fear in these devils, man. That's why, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna go on a mass, all right, on a mass
Persecution,
persecution and demonization of us, man.
smear campaign.
Because what these devils possess, what's the most powerful thing they possess right now? The power of propaganda, man. All right, swaying the minds of the people to make you believe whatever they want to say we are, we're gonna be that in that day, man. And ain't no way you can, only person that can save you from that is the Most High. But these devils gonna make us out whatever they want to be, wanting us to be, with the power of AI, the power of the AI changing your voice. All right, computer generated images. These devils gonna do that, man, because they in fear of the truth. The truth has been spread around the world like a wildfire, man. All through the power of Psalms, the 19th chapter, man. All right, the power of the internet, the unicorn, and the unicorn has spread its horns throughout the whole world. Like I say, starting with the apostles, bringing out this truth, man. Now you got brothers all around the world bringing out this truth, all in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Giving double honor to the apostles. All right, in unison. We're not even in the same regions of the world, but we all speak the same thing in agreement, in power, man, in might. Like I said, it strikes fear in these motherfuckers, man. And they should be scared because you're looking at your future rulers. You goddamn devils, man. That's why I say you need to go with your fucking moves, man, so we can get back in our seats. All right? You holding up space, man. Go ahead, brother.
You want me to keep going in that Jeremiah 51?
You could bring out like one more. Let me see.
Yeah, I got one more. It's just one verse.
Bring out 12 and then get yours and we get out of here.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
And the deal is going to be done, man. All right? This place is going to be done. All right? There's no future here in America, all right? There's no prosperity. You can be water with that prosperity shit all you want. America doesn't have a future at all. All right? There's no big come up. as you niggas always talking about, the black dollar. The black dollar is gonna get burned up. All right, black culture is gonna get burned up. All this bullshit is gonna get burned up, and at the end of the day, man. All right. Only thing you can do now is get right, repent, and turn back to the Most High, man. That should be your goal. Understanding who is the power of the heavens and the earth. What's his son's name? What I need to do in order to be saved, man. And ultimately, it's really it's a combination of things, but ultimately, you need to get on them highways and byways, man. Fill your mind with this truth. All right, go ahead, up.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
All right, and we go into that all the time. That's how ancient times those battles were fought with shields and bucklers. All right, men got up on men and got to know one another with them things, man, with that cold steel. All right. Now the battle is fought from miles and continents away. All right. A man now, instead of getting up on you, he's gonna shoot you from a half a mile away with a sniper rifle. All right, or some type of powerful assault rifle or some shit. All right, and that that's now ultimately with the missiles, But go ahead.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, what's that? What brings that? Those missiles, man. That destruction. The burning the fuel of fire, man. These, like I say, ultimately the time frame of America being destroyed is going to be in an hour, man. These missiles coming from wherever position they're at around the world, it ain't gonna take that long, man. When you look at Russia, Russia just really on the other above America a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? You got you got Canada. What's on the other side of Canada? It's Russia, man. They could just shoot them damn things 30 minutes or so.
Shit.
Well, I think that's that one in Revelation that talk about a half of space, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think in 8.
Yeah, you don't have to get it, but like I said, ultimately America can go out in an hour, man. Real fast too, boy. Real fast. Go ahead, Doc.
That was it for me.
Yeah, so with that, man, to get straight out of here, we hope this lesson was edifying to the point. I would, for the sake of time, I wanted to go in a lot more, but I just cut a lot of it short, and the spirit, went where it wanted to go. We went into some whole other stuff, but that's the spirit. That's the great thing about the spirit, man. All right, that's what ultimately, we have plans on what we want to talk about. We have things lined up and scheduled, but ultimately the Lord talks about what He got us to talk about, what He wants to come out, man. And sometimes it be for certain listeners. So with that, we hope this was edifying to the point. We'll give all praises, all glory, infinite honors to Yahweh by
Hashem Yahushai.
Once again, man, all double honors to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessing, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.